So here's the plan right now. I don't know how well my computer is going to work because it's pretty toasty today. That's why I'm not wearing a shirt. So can't find supported channels enabled. What? What the hell, Restream? You're supposed to work. So what was I saying? Right, the plan today is that I'm going to get the gatsby-remark-oembed plugin to work with, what's it called, with MDX. Let me make the music less loud because it's distracting me. So gonna try to make that work with MDX. It currently doesn't work. I'll show you what happens when it doesn't work, and it's basically blocking me from launching my new blog, so I want to get it fixed. Let's see. And by the way, actually I can just show you. Let's see. Yarn start on the on a demo of my blog. So I had to downsize my blog so that it's got only one post, so that it's easier to test and quicker to iterate. And I'll show you what happens when I run this. So if we go to localhost 8000, and I'm also running some server tasks and waiting for those to happen. I don't know if you could hear that because I was talking into my shoulder. So this thing, you see where it says HTTPS, YouTube, and so on, that is supposed to change automatically into a YouTube oembed. So what I'm gonna try to do is fix the remark plugin. Let me show you how it's configured so you have a better idea of what's going on. Let's go to Swizzard's blog. Okay. And while I'm here, I'm going to also add, I know Twitter needs to work and Code Sandbox need to work. So there's a couple of things that need to work, and we're going to what did I do? Oh no. Computer, work normally. Okay, so let's add a tweet and get a proper example going, and then we're gonna go from there. So let's take a random tweet from my notifications, if it manages to load. Let's do the cute bird. Where is he? Look at this cute little fucker. That's my very cute bird being cute. He's gonna fly in and out as he pleases because that's what he usually does. Unable to open. Yes, I don't want you to open that. No, don't create the file. Computer. Hey Brian, how are you doing today? Come on, computer, stop being a nuisance. Okay, so we open index MDX, this one, and we're gonna need this thing to load, and then I'm gonna also open a code sandbox because that needs to work as well. Yeah, it's super hot. How hot? Let's see, how did it get colder? My computer is definitely pretty toasty. I can also tell that it's not working very well right now. It is currently 23 Celsius, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's actually pretty fucking warm. Okay, will Code Sandbox manage to load? I don't know what's going on, but I've been noticing that Brave, which is supposed to make my internet faster, has actually been making it slower in a lot of cases because websites are waiting for the tracking scripts to fucking load, and because they're blocked in my browser, they take forever to load. I promise you, Code Sandbox, that I have more than 0 sandboxes in my dashboard. Hi, Bert. See, Bert. Okay, let's take this one. This looks like a good one. Okay, what if I just do this? Okay, so we got the examples. Now the way this is supposed to work is that these guys, so these pages, when let's rmrf.cache, a bird and a code monkey in captivity, exactly. So yarn start, we're gonna have to do a lot of running and restarting and clearing cache, because that's how it works when you're building Gatsby plugins. I don't know how to tell Gatsby not to make a cache, and then once it does make a cache, it stops running your plugins very well. And basically what's going on is that, come on, can I scroll left and right? No, you won't let me scroll. Okay, VS Code is completely stuck. Nice. So let's see if I can open config, Gatsby config. I mean, I, by the way, already pressed Command P to try to... Oh, there we go. Gatsby config. I don't know why it went to create pages, but... Okay, so here's what's going on. I have, somewhere here, I have Gatsby plugin MDX installed and configured, and Gatsby plugin MDX allows you to use remark plugins. That makes it more usable, makes it easier to use the entire ecosystem instead of having to develop new plugins for every little thing that you want to add to MDX. So you can use markdown plugins. I can configure those, and the problem is with this one, gatsby-remark-oembed. Seriously, computer? This is going to be a problem. I'm trying to scroll up. Come on, scroll up. Scroll up. Please scroll up, computer. This is what I was worried about. Okay, cool. It jumped. No, I want you to... Oh, come on. Okay, I can at least reload the page, and you'll see that the O-embeds aren't happening. Can I? Come on, just let me scroll gently down a little bit. Okay, so this plugin, which I'm not able to... I'm trying to highlight the code. It's not letting me. So I'm trying to fix this plugin, which is supposed to change, it's supposed to update links that it finds in my articles and update them with the O-embed code, which is like a general, what would you call it? I guess you could say it's like a framework or a protocol for embedding websites in other websites. Oh, look, it's even behind on me clicking around to open different windows. So this is going to be painful, but I'm going to open... Oh, why is nothing open there? I thought O-embed was supposed to be open. Gatsby-remark-oembed, yes. Open index.js. Building development bundles. So here I have a bunch of console logs that I already added to the plugin itself. Oh, did it manage to start reloading the page? Nice. So I added a bunch of console logs to the plugin so that we can actually see what's going on and trace the events, because this is not my plugin. I have no idea what's going on. And as best as I could figure out so far is that here, you see, it finds the links that I need. It finds the Code Sandbox link, it finds the Twitter link, it finds the YouTube, but then when it tries to actually transform them, all it gets are undefined. So for results, that is supposed to look like a O-embed code of whatever way it's supposed to work, and it's just getting undefined, undefined, undefined. So I'm gonna try to fix that, and I have no idea what's going on. So rmrf cache and yarn start. We're going to need that when we are ready to rerun. So let's see. Oh, come on, not Babel mode, but React mode. React mode, yay! Okay, so that gives me nicer, prettier. So here, where we are running, let's see, we have the get provider endpoint for link URL, then we fetch O-embed, and then we transform links to link node to O-embed node. So we're gonna try that. I'm going to add some console logs. So we're going to console log the endpoint. Then we're going to console log. Why is it? Oh, right. Then we're going to console log the O-embed response, and hopefully that will let me see what's going on. I'm hoping that it's some sort of, well, I have no idea, but I'm hoping that just messing around with these functions particularly with transforms link to no embed node, to oembed node. I hope that's going to help. But first I need to see that it's getting the correct endpoint, and then that it's getting the correct oembed response from whatever it's doing to fetch oembeds. So let's see what happens there. And by the way, I'd love to know how this stream is actually running, because I suspect I am working at like 1 frame per second or something like that. Let's see if Brian has said something. How about now? Okay, so well, something isn't working. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna have to cancel out of that, and there's a small trick I learned a long time ago that I keep forgetting. Instead of just printing empty objects, you can print, you can put variables in curly braces, and then your console log will tell you what you're actually printing. It's going to say endpoint colon whatever you're doing, oembed response whatever you're doing. So that should be useful. Let's see if my other computer has done its thing yet. Come on, computer. Nope, the other computer is still running a server cleanup task. That might take it a while. Let's see. I am waiting for this to run. I don't know where my bird went. That's probably not a great idea. Or, I mean, that's probably not a good sign. My sister just wished me a happy birthday. Okay, so we're not getting the right endpoint. That's... okay. That could be a problem. A bird and a code... oh yeah, I already read that comment. Why does it keep rerunning shit? Okay, so we are not getting the endpoint, which is not great, and the first thing that's probably not working. So let's see where is it getting. How do I open this? Oh, get provider endpoint for link URL. Where are you getting this utils? Oh, there's a lot of utils. Okay, so let's see. Where is this thing defined? It comes from get provider endpoint for link URL. Get provider endpoint for link URL. Okay, so this is the code that is incorrect, that is basically not returning the URL. For const provider of providers, for const endpoint of provider endpoints. So I'm getting the URL, but I'm not getting providers. So let's see, what are we passing in as the actual providers? So let's say console log, and let's do link URL and providers, and then rerun the Gatsby thing. Come on, cancel, rerun. Oh, I know what I can do. No, I can't do that. Okay, so I'm going to rerun this, get new telemetry, and it's gonna tell me whether the problem is the link URL or the fact that there potentially aren't any providers in my list of available providers. That could also be a problem. And of course I have my local installation of the oembed plugin linked, so I'm using yarn link so that I can edit it directly in the project where it's being used, so that I don't have to deal with installing and moving things around. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna have to go find my bird because I have no idea where he actually is or what he's up to. Okay, so this is potentially a big problem. Why are there no providers? Yeah. Okay. So why are there no providers? Huh. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure that one out. Kiwi! Kiwi? Oh, did you go to bed? Good night, Kiwi. Good night. Okay, Kiwi wanted to go to bed. I literally found him in my bed, snuggling a pillow, waiting for somebody to put him in his sleep cage, which honestly was pretty cute. Okay, so, computer, come on, listen to me. Okay, so index.js, where are we getting the providers? We're passing providers in here from process, where we call process node providers. Providers, await cache get remark-oembed providers. So this could be the problem, right? I'm pretty sure that's the problem. So let's see. Console, wait, console. Wait, am I already printing the providers here? So that should already tell me that there's a problem. Providers, providers, providers. That's the AST position. Where are my providers? Providers empty. Okay. So providers are already empty here, which means something with cache get is not working. How do we originally get the providers? That's my question. So let's see. Index.js, pre-publish, Gatsby node, Gatsby browser, package JSON, Gatsby node. Fetch oembed providers. Okay, on pre-bootstrap. So let's try here and see. Ah, yes. So here where we're setting the cache, I think that's the problem. That's the part that's broken. Yes. Okay, let's see. Console log raw providers are okay, raw providers, and I can go here and let's remove some of these things. We have the hello world, then we don't need a node, we don't need that stuff. Okay, let's try that again. So now this should tell us whether we're fetching the providers successfully at all. And then we can figure out what's wrong with the cache. And what is the cache? Let's see, what does on pre-bootstrap do for Gatsby? Gatsby on pre-bootstrap. Gatsby node API JS, Gatsby lifecycle APIs. Okay, so we've got that. Now let's see, create pages on, let's search Gatsby.js or org. Come on, click on pre-bootstrap. Wow. On pre-bootstrap. APIs on pre-bootstrap. Gatsby no on pre-bootstrap. Come on, go there. So I'm trying to figure out what. Why isn't this even running? Okay, so on pre-extract queries on post-bootstrap, why is on pre-bootstrap not... It doesn't even seem to run. Ah, here we go. On pre-bootstrap, but I added stuff here. Let's try adding a really big one, console log pre-bootstrap, so that we know we're actually there. No, come on, just save. Okay, rmrf cache on pre-bootstrap. Will you called once Gatsby has initialized itself? Okay. Gatsby lifecycle bootstrap sequence. Come on, just jump to that thing. Okay, my computer is horrible today. Reads Gatsby config.js to load, initializes its cache, stored in /cache, pulls in and pre-processes data, source and transform nodes into a graph, creates pages in memory. Development, this is a running process powered by Webpack. On pre-bootstrap, implemented by blah. Okay. Source nodes, resolvable extensions. Create pages on pre-extract queries. Queries are run on post-bootstrap is called, but it is often not used. Aha! I think I know what's going on. Nice. Okay, so let's figure out if MDX... I think what's happening is that the MDX Gatsby plugin is fucking up the on pre-bootstrap call. Yes, that must be it. So let's go into, let's see, Gatsby MDX, Gatsby plugin MDX, and let's see, Gatsby plugin MDX, and I think we'll see that Gatsby plugin MDX is okay. I'm gonna try to find the original one. I'm hoping this is a fork. No. Okay, let's just go to npm.js and find Gatsby plugin MDX and then go backwards from there. And I think we're gonna see that this one has on pre-bootstrap implemented, and that's why it doesn't work. Gatsby plugin MDX, and let's see. Unlock with Apple Watch. Okay. Server stuff is still happening, still going on. Cat node modules, Gatsby plugin MDX, package JSON, wrap version. Stands 1052. This is 1053. That is not a big enough change to warrant anything interesting. Oh. Interesting. So this thing said that I'm actually... Okay. It's just that nobody's really watching. That's okay. Keyframe interval 2, that seems kind of low. Okay, Gatsby. No, not Gatsby. That is not what I clicked. Gatsby plugin MDX. Unless that's an official plugin. Is that? Oh, it is. Okay, so Gatsby plugin MDX is an official plugin from Gatsby. So, but let's see. Here we're gonna have Gatsby node and on pre-bootstrap, bam. Okay, so on pre-bootstrap doesn't even get called. Let's see if the Gatsby remark plugin does the same thing. And if that does the same thing, we can try to fix it. And pm.js, Gatsby remark plugin, Gatsby plugin MDX, Gatsby transformer remark. Let's see if that one also implements, because if Gatsby transformer remark also implements on pre-bootstrap, then we can figure out what it's doing to enable the, what's it called, the oembed plugin to have that cache, while the other one does not, and it doesn't actually implement that. Oh, it does. Gatsby Node.js. It does not have on pre-bootstrap. Yes. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. So how do we make this work? Okay. How do I make an issue? Okay, let's see. Gatsby multiple on pre-bootstrap. Nope, that's not. Builds now fail. Okay, so how do we fix this? That's the real question. And how do we fix it here? Okay, I know what to do. I know what to do. So we're going to try to move this, and we're going to make a new function like that is going to internally memoize stuff. Okay. Yes, that should work. So I'm going to comment out this whole thing, and then in index.js here, where we're fetching providers, we are instead going to say await get providers like that, and we're going to import const get providers equals require dot slash get providers. Okay, and then here let's also supply cache, and we can do kind of both things. Gatsby Node.js. So instead of doing this, I'm going to call get providers. Where is raw options being used? Okay. I don't know what amend options does, but we're gonna go one by one.
So get providers is going to just do that, and we say const get providers equals require dot slash get providers, like that, and we create a new file. We put that in, and we say exports.getProviders equals all of that stuff. Come on, save. Okay, let's put it in utils and say get providers.js, like that. No, not Babel mode. Let's use React mode. React mode, like that. And we import all of this stuff. Then this becomes just get providers, and we remove all of this crap, and then get providers itself gets the require from utils. So this is now still working exactly the same as it did before. So I'm going to commit that, git checkout -m, fix MDX support, git checkout -b, fix MDX support. We'll say git status, git add dot, we'll say git commit -m, move provider fetching to its own file. Okay. Now, this is going to become load providers instead. So we're going to say, oh, come on. Actually, yeah, it can be get providers. So we're gonna say, if it's already in cache, if cache dot, or let's say const providers equals, let's say let providers instead. Let providers equal await cache dot get remark-oembed providers. Like that. Jesus Christ. Okay. Our cache get remark-oembed providers, and we are awaiting that, right? Yep. Okay. So like that. We also get, come on, get providers, like that. So we have cache and all of that stuff, and we get providers, we pass in the cache, we also pass in the reporter. So we're gonna make sure that we call this correctly. We also get the reporter, and let's put in the raw options as well. So we're basically, what we're gonna do is try to fetch from cache. If it's not in cache yet, we're going to update the cache with the new, we're going to do the correct fetching and then update the cache, and that will give us sort of like memoization and stuff like that. So await cache get remark-oembed providers, and then here, so if it's null, we say const fetch providers equals async with all of the same stuff, just so that it's obvious that this is a helper method now. So providers return await cache set. I'm hoping that does the thing. We're going to say return providers or await fetch providers with the cache, the reporter, and the raw options. Okay, so this should now work. Fetching providers. I'm going to try to delete the cache.
Exquisite's blog. Let's go here, rmrf.cache yarn start, and let's see what happens. And if this starts working, that's going to be great. There. Pa-pa-pam. Computer is suffering. Well, it says 51 frames per second, but I can see that I'm not very smooth today. Okay, let's see if this works. I wonder if anyone is watching. I don't think anyone is actually watching. Okay, source and transform nodes. It said on pre-bootstrap. So now while it's sourcing and transforming nodes, we should get... Ooh, get providers is not a function. Nice. Why is get providers not... Come on. Come on. Why is get providers not a function? This happens in index.js 19. 19. It's right there, guys. Stupid computer, why are you complaining? So we have get providers. It's defined here, and that is defined here. Okay, let's try again. So it's running the code and doing all of the things, and then it should just work. Oh. Okay, open and validate Gatsby configs, loading plugins. Come on, computer, do the thing. On pre-bootstrap, source and transform nodes. Oh, this is not actually nearly big enough. Why is get providers not a function? Like, I don't understand. Oh, I see, that's why. Const get providers equals require dot slash get providers, and then export dot get providers equals get providers. That's kind of silly. Okay, we try that again, and now I think it's actually gonna work. I hope. That's the plan. Come on, computer. Computer is struggling today, like seriously struggling. But at least there's a cute bear saying hello, right? Okay, Gatsby develop. Validating the config, loading the plugins. Okay, come on. Sourcing and transforming nodes. Now is going to be the moment of truth where it says, hey, I'm fetching the providers right now. Will it? Will it work? Nope. God damn it, what are you complaining about now? Oh my god, seriously? /index is where we import all of that stuff from. Let's try again. So I think hopefully now I actually got it working, or at least I got the imports working. Oh. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now. Come on, loading plugins. Get that. The other computer is still doing its thing. Sourcing and transforming nodes. Let's see. Let's see if this works. Nope. How is get providers again not a function? This time in index.js 20. What? Remark-oembed index.js command G20. I don't understand. Get providers. Get providers. Yeah. How? What? I don't understand what's going on. Console log require /utils. Let's see what does utils actually return. RMRF cache yarn start. Okay, and you know what? I'm going to... No, I don't wanna... I wanna stop live coding, but because it's slowing me down and nobody's watching anyway, but I also want the video that comes after to have this stuff. That would be nice. Okay, on pre-bootstrap, sourcing and transforming nodes, we're gonna get a console log, I hope, of all of the stuff that gets required from utils. There we go. Oh, interesting. Get providers is getting get providers. Because here where I'm importing it, needs to be done like this. Okay, let's see how do the others do it. Log results so that we can keep consistency with everything else. Module exports equals. Okay, so let's do that. Providers module.exports equals blah. Nope. RMRF Come on, computer. I'm getting very thirsty here. Gatsby develop. Oh, how did I do that? Help. I zoomed my computer and I don't know how to get out. God damn it. Okay. I have no idea how to unzoom my screen. Mac accidentally zoomed screen. How do I get out? How to zoom out on a Mac? My son. How to zoom in and out on a Mac screen. Okay, let's see if this works. Screen zoom. Control key and scroll with a mouse. Oh, there we go. Cool. Okay, I need to keep that in mind. That is very useful. Ooh, nice. So we've got an improvement. So in get providers, here we need to do // getting failed to fetch list of providers using prefetched list. I wonder why it failed. I guess I don't really care that much. I just want it to work. So let's see, why would it fail to fetch oembed providers? Let's try running that again while we're waiting. So fetch oembed providers. Where are you? Fetch oembed providers. Axios get oembed providers JSON. Okay, whatever. Now let's see if this works. So this again involves just waiting. Okay. Ooh. Amend options is not a function, but we now have providers. Yes. Okay. So we've got a bunch of providers. It's still returning undefined here. Amend options is not a function. Failed to save providers to cache. Okay, so where does amend options come from? Amend options is not a function. Amend options, so get providers, amend options. Why isn't it? Okay, let's do this. Const amend options equals require / amend options. Then we have const amend providers equals require / amend providers, right? Yes. Then we have const filter providers equals require / filter providers. And then we have const fetch oembed providers equals require fetch / fetch oembed